In June of 2015, a YouTube channel by the name of Obscure Horror Corner uploaded a new gameplay video. It wasn't out of the ordinary to see gameplay on this channel, but no one had seen this game before. This game was disturbing. It wasn't disturbing for the gameplay. Sure, the visuals were twisted and pretty f***ed up, but it's the story behind the game that makes it fall deep into the realm of sick and inhumane, depicting real-world images of some of the most disgusting and disturbing things known to man. Questions started to arise about its origins and creator, but no one could find any real answers. This game isn't a mystery or a lost piece of media. Unfortunately, it is real, and the disturbing imagery shown in it is also very real. Today, lady and ma'am, we are taking a deep dive into Sad Satan, the true story behind the creator of the game, the disturbing ties to illegal dark web sources, and how you can actually play this game for yourself. Buckle up, because there is so much more to this rabbit hole than you would expect. Sad Satan didn't explode onto the internet. It sort of just appeared. At first glance, it looked like another cheap horror game being played by a niche YouTuber. It had no marketing, no community buzz, just a video called Sad Satan Deep Web Horror Game Part 1, uploaded by the relatively unknown channel Obscure Horror Corner in June of 2015. But what was shown wasn't exactly a game, at least not in the traditional sense. It was something far weirder. It really was nothing more than a shadowy walk through monochrome corridors, lit by nothing but flickering contrast and the occasional jarring image that flashed for just long enough to make your skin crawl. The channel's creator, known only as Jamie, claimed to have received the game from a viewer who had found it while exploring the dark web. You know, that infamous portion of the internet where all the weird and fucked up things happen? Jamie said he checked the files for viruses before opening it, and he didn't actually say whether he found any, just that what he had played had left him shaken. From the start, Sad Satan was different. There were no enemies or really any objectives. It was essentially nothing but walking. Endless walking through narrowing hallways. Static buzzed through the speakers, reversed voices murmured in the background, and then the screen would suddenly cut to black. And then come back. It sounds pretty shit. And on the surface, it sort of ticked every try-hard, scary indie game box. But if it was just a try-hard, scary indie game, I wouldn't be making this video, would I? Viewers of that first video were divided. Some called it boring, others couldn't look away. But then, the images started. Not jump scares, not gore, something far more subtle and much more upsetting. Are these photos illegal? No, not in this version. But in the next version, they're probably the most illegal photos you can possess. I think you can get what I'm trying to say. We're gonna get into that one shortly. Brief, silent frames of Jimmy Savile, Rolf Harris, Tsutomu Miyazaki, all real people, all involved in horrific acts. Savile alone was a British celebrity and TV host who was revealed after his death to have abused over 400 people, many of them children. Miyazaki was a child killer in Japan who mutilated his victims and sent letters to their families. You get what I'm trying to say. These people were fucked up. So their faces appearing without any warning and without comment, you were sort of meant to recognize them or to look them up, and either way, the horror came after. This wasn't a jump scare, but it was enough to make you feel unsettled. As the 5-part series of Sad Satan videos continued, more strange moments appeared. Images of aristocrats surrounded by antlers, faceless children in corridors, and at one point, a pale girl actually manifests in front of the player, standing perfectly still. You can't move past her until you come too close, and then she vanishes. After the 5th video, the series stopped. Obscure Horror Corner actually never posted again. So, naturally, the internet did what it always does. It went super internet, super sleuth mode and dug deeper. Reddit threads exploded with speculation. Was this game even real? Was the deep web story true? Who made it? But most importantly, where the fuck could people find this and play it for themselves? Jamie claimed he deleted the game after it began writing notepad files on his desktop filled with gibberish and strings of the number 666. He didn't want it on his computer anymore, and then he didn't provide a download link, and for a while, Sad Satan was lost. Until a version of the game claiming to be the original Sad Satan began circulating in underground forums. It spread fast, but this wasn't the same game. Something was wrong. This version wasn't just creepy, it was explicit, it was grotesque, and most importantly, it was highly illegal. Graphic images of mutilated bodies with disturbing audio recordings, and worst of all, real child abuse material. This game was no longer a game, it was a vessel, not for entertainment, not even for horror, but for something far worse, something designed to shock the viewer. People who downloaded it reported crashes and strange files appearing on their computers. Some said the game installed a virus. Others claimed it was trying to track them, but eventually everyone agreed that this wasn't the game that Obscure Horror Corner played on their channel. So was that original version even real? A lot of rumors pointed towards Jamie fabricating the entire story. That Sad Satan was built in a free engine like the Terror engine, and the deep web angle was nothing but a little bit of spice for the narrative. But that explanation doesn't quite account for everything, because the version that surfaced later wasn't just disturbing, it was illegal. I mean, the creator was actually sharing CP. So this led to another theory, that the corrupted version wasn't actually made by Jamie at Obscure Horror Corner at all, that it was a decoy created by someone else to use Sad Satan's notoriety as a way to lure the curious into downloading a file loaded with something they weren't meant to see. People also thought that this version was a honeypot, which is a Trojan horse built by law enforcement, a way to trace and expose child predators online. The game would spread through word of mouth, finding its way into the hands of the wrong people, and then obviously the feds would catch them. Those theories are a little bit sketchy and also unconfirmed, because why would the FBI use real child abuse material? In fact, a lot of Sad Satan is still covered in mystery. There's rumors and speculation that the creator of the second version, the more illegal version, was arrested on charges of possessing not so nice videos. But these are also just rumors. At this point in time, no one actually knows who the original creator was, but I think it is more than likely that it was created by Obscure Horror Corner for a cool ARG, but it quickly went into the wrong hands. And that sort of makes sense. We see that kind of stuff happen pretty often. So a Reddit user named Blind Stark actually uploaded a fully sanitized version of the game, removing the illegal content while preserving the mechanics. And you can play this right now. It preserves the disturbing ambience, but gets rid of the, the illegal stuff. It's pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie. I tried playing it, but I was scared. I know I'm a horror channel, but I get pretty scared. Like, share, comment,